Everyone knows the bottle, but do you know the story behind it? Welcome to Behind the Bottle by Maestri, where the real stories of the tequila world are finally poured out. From bold beginnings to industry secrets, it's time for a deeper sip into the lives behind the spirits. Pour a glass, take a seat. The story's just getting good.
Welcome to Behind the Bottle, Tequila Tales. We have a special guest and customer today. His name is Saul. Saul, how you doing today?
I am well. Thank you for having me.
Good. Could you tell us tell us and the audience a little bit about you?
So I am first generation Mexican-American. I am the proud product of immigrant parents from Guanajuato, Mexico to Houston, Texas. I am the first in my family to go to college and pursue a career in business management and then work as my day job today is a management consultant. And then being around my family growing up, they were able to start a business that truly pursued myself into becoming an entrepreneur. And that's why we're here with Satoma.
Very good. It's very nice tequila. So how you got inspired to, instead of many industries that you can go through to make a tequila?
I think tequila resonates a lot with me being Mexican and growing up, always seeing the bottle in the middle of the table where family and friends are able to cherish memories, talk about growing up and how you see the different phases of how your grandparents are to your parents, your cousins, and just living in the moment with them, with the bottle of tequila always being at the center of the table.
So you say, this is it. This is what I'm going to.
Yes. I said tequila needs to be portrayed with others. We need to share the same experience that I was able to share with tequila as being Mexican, but share it with the world as well.
As well. So, and how is your journey so far to pursuing this career of a tequila owner?
So the journey has been a long time coming. This all started 10 years ago when I was first working at Starbucks, where I happened to meet Jeff, who introduced me to your son, Jose. From there, we had a couple of conversations where he explained to me that my family makes tequila. I didn't think much of it until I met him again a couple years later, where he shared with me, like, you could also have your own tequila brand. I was like, what? Someone like me? There's no way. There's so many big brands. How can someone like me, has no experience in the industry, be able to create their own brand? So from there, 5 years ago, I took the jump and said, Jose, I want to make my own tequila. Let's start the process.
So it's been a 10-year process.
Basically 10 years and then 5 years when I finally decided to take the jump to make Satoma Tequila.
Okay. And after you start, how it's been from there on?
So officially, I told Jose I want to make tequila. 2019, then we hit 2020 with COVID, when I was like, wow, what a time to start a business. But at the same time, I was not discouraged. I was able to use that to become agile, be able to be resourceful, and just be agile with like the things that come forward. Because in business, there's always ups and highs. So it was just part of the growing process of being able to know that we started high, then we hit COVID, and then wanting to make the tequila was kind of tricky at the time period. But I never give up. So we continued on, and here we are 5 years later in making the brand. And then I think one of the first things when starting the brand 5 years ago was the name, because the name is what people remember you by. And you see Satoma and you ask yourself, what is Satoma? It's not even a real word in any dictionary. So growing up, my mother always said, when you step outside of your house, you're not only representing yourself, you're also representing your family. So that's when I realized, it clicked to me one day after like sending countless emails to Jose. Hey, Jose, can you try this word? Because I was trying to figure it out, but I'm like, no, sorry, Saul. This is already registered. Right. You can't even use it anymore. So it was like countless. I think it took me like 4 months before I finally was able to create Satoma, where I used the analogy that I was saying that my mother always said growing up. So my name is Saul, that I use the first 2 letters of Saul. Torres is my dad's last name. And then my mom's last name is Macias. So using the first 2 letters of each of their names, I created Satoma, which is a representation of myself and my family and putting the best foot forward when we are out in the world.
So how was your steps creating the tequila design?
So the logo, it also plays into me being born in the United States, but having parents that are from Mexico. The eagle is a representation of my American side, because in the United States we have the bald eagle, and then in Mexico we have la águila, that is the golden eagle. So the eagle represents my both faces of myself, being Mexican American. The tail is an upside down agave, which brings tribute to the roots of why we're here. So if you flip the bottle around, you can tell that the tail is actually an upside down agave, which is why we're here, the tequila business.
Yeah, this was very creative.
Yeah.
So you did that yourself?
I did it all myself. With friends, with help of my siblings. I was also just wanted to create a product that had personality to it and actual true meaning behind it, not just a random logo, something that people can truly relate with it, and creating the brand and the logo and the eagle. Because I know there's many here in the US or people from all over the world that can say that they have two, they're Mexican American or some other type of culture, because this is how we are here in the US.
Yeah, in Dubai and Qatar, they have eagles.
Yeah, exactly. So it just resonates worldwide, and it symbolizes pride too, also of who you are in itself and being to be resilient. So I think it truly came out really nice, and love how we came up with the concept of the logo.
So could you tell the audience, because they don't know, all the steps that you got to go little by little, you start saying about the trademark, but then how the steps went through before you had the final product?
Before I had the product, it was a long journey, and my PM at Casa Maestri was Evelyn Mela. So she was with me before she transferred over into sales. She was with me every step of the way, helping me have this idea that I had in my mind into a reality. From the cork, the label, the glass, every aspect of the bottle is being hand by hand with Casa Maestri, and being able to find the perfect product for yourself and what you want to portray for the world.
So how do you develop the taste?
The taste.
Did you went there and develop the taste? So we brought you here, and you
I had my first tasting with Jose here, but then I ended up having the opportunity to go to the distillery and doing another taste test and finalizing the taste. I wanted a tequila that was very smooth, that whenever you sip it, you really need to mix anything with it. So you were able to take the shot and not get that reaction you usually get with other tequilas, that you jump out and make a face with it. So I really wanted to make a smooth tequila. And this is how we came up with the taste profile for Satoma.
So who was there in the experience in Mexico helping you to develop your own profile?
I believe his name is Eduardo. He, I think, works at the distillery. He was giving me tips. Not Eduardo, maybe, can't recall his name. But I think it's one of Jose's cousins that works at the distillery.
Mario.
Mario was the one that was helping me do the tasting. And he was able to even try it and give me hints, like tips. And he was like, I'm very interested in your profile because I think it would really hit in the United States.
That's good. So you have help all the way through?
All the way through, hand by hand, every step in the way. And then Evelyn can testify, because one day I decided, so what we have here is not what we first started with. Evelyn, at one point we had a different glass. Because of COVID also, it got discontinued. We had to change the glass style. So I have like 5 iterations of how Satoma was supposed to be. And Evelyn can testify saying that Saul changed his mind, I don't know how many times, even to what we have here. That happened in the last year, that I decided to change the color to green, to just look more with the agave color and just more green, because I felt like it looked more it's in style right now. And I think it's timeless as well. So yeah, it was a long journey, but here we are today.
So now that you have it, I think you did an opening or presentation of your brand. And from there, how has been your journey?
Yeah, so I officially, after 5 years, we officially launched of May of 2025, basically 4 months ago, here in Houston, Texas. We had a successful launch where we gave out samples and we were able to sell the bottle on hand after being able to try. And why I started working with Casa Maestri was because Jose had told me that you can start as small as you want and as big as you want it to start. So from there, I submitted my order for doing 1 pallet. So I'm self-funded. This is all me. No one else is supporting besides myself. So I'm running this company on my own. And I said, I want to do 1 pallet because I want to test the waters and see how I can break into the market. So 4 months in, we've already sold over 300 bottles. And I'm already planning on ordering 2 more pallets of tequila.
So it is good that you start with 1 pallet, and I want the audience to know that we can bottle only 1 pallet. we adjust always our facility for people to start their dreams from, you know, down up, little by little, step by step, so can be successful.
Exactly.
And it's very, very important that because a lot of people goes and have a lot of expectations and the product sits for a while. So I'm glad you're
Starting off well, exactly.
Yes, yeah, and 2 pallets, and then when you sell those pallets, and then we'll be
We keep
3
growing.
pallets,
There's
and-
nothing else but growing up from there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's good. So where you start selling it here in Houston?
So we're currently available at 2 liquor stores. One is in Bel Air and one in Southwest Houston. And we're also selling online. So we've been doing really well selling online and in person.
Okay, so online is going.
Yes, we're online as well.
Yeah, that is very good. So how I see it referred to your mom, how your mom has been supporting to you that, this idea.
So my mom growing up, herself being an entrepreneur as well, always taught us that you can never dream too small. So having my mother, especially in Mexican culture, they are the matriarch of the family. You have your mother, your abuela, and that's how you grew up with and how you are. It's basically how who you are as a person because they are the ones that raise you up to be who you are. And her backing me up, knowing that this is something different that no one else in the family has done is truly amazing and is the reason why I'm here today and being able to have my own company.
So looking ahead with your brand, how you see yourself in the tequila industry in 5 years from now?
5 years from now, as I was saying, my mother said never to drink, to think too small. I think I want to apply the same concept to Satoma. I want it to become a household name, maybe not in the next 5 years, but that's the end goal where I set the tone where Satoma can be referenced as a tequila that's good quality and is true to its roots without being altered too much. It's tequila straight from Mexico, where nowhere else you can get it from, and being truth to its nature and being smooth, good tequila that everyone can enjoy with friends and family.
Yeah. Did you have any experience trying to sell to the restaurants yet?
I am not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
But that's the plan moving forward now that we saw that people are able to enjoy it. After all the feedback we've been getting for these past 3 months, people are enjoying it. And now the next step is truly branching out into restaurant and bars.
Yeah, because everybody said, go with the back door. And then the people find out, oh, what is this tequila? So they're going to look for in the stores.
Exactly.
But it's more difficult to
break through. Yeah. It's people giving you the opportunity and then just selling it and showing that this is going to hit within the restaurant.
Yeah, every time the people will tell me no, for me was yes. So I need to come back and
until you get it.
Until you do it, even if it's a store or restaurant or whatever it was, it's like persistence is the name of the
name of the
game.
Yes.
So, while you were in tequila, did you went to see by any chance how the agave is cut and harvested?
I did not get the opportunity the times I've been, but I've seen the videos of Casa Maestri, how they process it and the entire process. And I love how we keep it true to the true traditions of how tequila is made and honoring the time-old process of how tequila is from Tequila, Mexico.
Yes. Yes, I believe that is very important to continue the traditions. And the good thing is, too, that there's so many people in the United States from all over the world. Everybody has their own taste. And, if you find a niche, like you say, I want to find my roots, the Mexican Americans, and they become fan of your brand, you have enough.
Exactly.
It's to find a niche that they will follow you all the way through. And it's a lot of people that, young people like you, that they have dreams that they want to support you too.
Exactly.
So maybe, just thinking about it is like maybe give $1 or $2 back to the community. That helps a little bit of brand to push a little bit and have some drive to to conquer the world.
Exactly. And we're currently, we've been aligning with a couple nonprofits. We've been Satoma has been donating bottles for events here in Houston for cancer research. We have another one for helping dogs get adopted as well. So we're also giving back to the community. And especially as we grow, we always want to give back to the people that are helping us rise in the market.
Yeah, because it's brand awareness.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. So how do you ambition to see be market your brand in the future?
Remarketing my brand, I feel like it's all about innovation. Because anything, you can sell anything, a pencil, a pen, or a paper, it's always going to exist. But innovation is what is the key factor that people will start approaching it and wanting to buy more. So I feel like as we grow, and we'll see how the times tell and how the market is in the world right now, by the time we're there in the future, it's all about innovating on how we can change the view, or even just creating different styles of the tequila bottle, or creating collectible versions. I feel like is the way to innovate, where people can place their bottle on their house and say like, wow, this bottle is beautiful. And people see it as they come in through their house as guests. So I feel like innovating will be the key for Satoma as we continue to grow in the industry, and how we stand true within the market.
Maybe we'll make an eagle.
Exactly. We'll be on the lookout.
Always innovating.
Exactly.
Yeah, and just a small edition.
Exactly.
So see how it goes.
Exactly.
One SKU only.
Wait, exactly. One pre-order, one round, and then let's see how it goes from there as well.
Exactly. Like you say, innovation. So you just had the word, being answered.
Exactly.
So anything else that you want to tell the audience? Take the opportunity before we leave.
I think I just want to be an example for other Mexican American or people from other cultures that if you have a dream, don't be afraid to do it, jump it, and then you can figure it out as you go as well. Because me breaking into the tequila industry was something that I never thought I would do. If it wasn't for destiny, that I happened to work with Jeff, that I happened to meet Celia's son in order to be in this industry. So never be afraid to do anything, and life will place you exactly where you need to be.
Very good. So here we go. Thank you very much for all the audience to see this Behind the Bottle, Tequila Tales, and see you next time.
That's it for today's episode. Thanks for listening to Behind the Bottle, Tequila Tales by Celia Maestri. The next story's already aging to perfection, so don't miss it. See you soon. Don't forget to follow us on social media and your favorite podcast listening platform.